Okay.
Good.
Okay, so in last session, things ended after Julian Sauvage had a nano probe done by,
Trupatore.
a very,
Endowed.
yes, demon. And, well, he was kind of hurt. After that, Samantha Perici ran away, bravely ran away. So we didn't have the same kind of fate. And the other characters were wild and they didn't participate in weird rituals.
They were just eating popcorn and enjoying the show.
So you were, Samantha was visiting the.
Yeah,
I had said that I had the box in the hotel safe locker, safe,
Yes.
yes.
we need
Not
to
a locker.
destroy the pyramid. I'm telling to them after I rouse them from their sleep.
Are you going to tell us? I don't know. Do you know what happened to Julian? Were you there to watch or not?
I
don't
was there.
remember.
I was there until. Well, I tried to help. I remember that. Realized I couldn't, and then threw myself out of a window, through a window. Yes, it was that.
Bravely.
Well, it was an athletic display. A window, jumping, maybe through the air. Anyway, I think I didn't watch it. I just was. I had a suspicion I should leave at that point.
Okay, that I'm just thinking, so we don't know what happened to Savage.
You can find out.
Well, we should figure out in the
Yes.
during the day we can go back and see if he's there.
I remember
place was
I could excommunicate banish two of them. The other two were more powerful. I was like telekinetically attacked within the circle I was, and I couldn't go in to take Julian. So yes, that's when I exited. Strategic retreat
through the back. No, through the window.
through the window.
Okay,
So,
so I guess we'll try to figure out what if Julian is okay in the morning.
No, but
Because I think-
now I was banging at your door.
Okay, sorry. I thought we already had played that, so
I don't remember exactly.
so
I
let's
think
pretend we didn't. So I think how's the name of our Indian boy, Moroccan boy? Aziz. I think Aziz will open the door.
Aziz.
Open the door
Take
again.
me to your masters, boy.
Okay, so it takes you inside. Well, you wake them up, I guess.
Yes, well, I guess if he makes a lot of noise, maybe we woke
Yes,
up.
I'm making a lot of noise. Wake up, wake up. We need to destroy the cursed pyramid.
What are you talking about, Mr. Pellissier? Why are you waking us up with this awful racket?
I saw the demons. They are too powerful. I could not banish them all. Why am I speaking with this accent? I don't know. I could not banish them all. We need to destroy it.
Well, we did. I think I did advise you against playing with the demons, Monsieur Pellissier.
I didn't play. I was trying to expel them,
Julian
but they
did.
were too strong.
What about Monsieur Savage?
I am not sure what is the status of Monsieur Savage. I was forced to leave.
And the craftsman?
He is gone. A curse is upon us all. We need to destroy the pyramid.
No, it's not. Nothing happened to me and Joe.
I actually probably had a good night's sleep and find out.
Well,
You would
maybe,
maybe having
maybe not yet. But maybe the demons can follow the scent of the pyramid. Did you think that? They will come
well,
for
I
you.
don't want to keep the pyramid.
The old man, I forgot the name. What was the man that gave us the pyramid the name?
Oh, that was.
Yeah, I think I forgot about that.
Doesn't matter.
okay.
The old guy that had
The old man was right.
Let's call him
It's
the
too-
old man.
It was dangerous. It is very dangerous. We need to throw it into a volcano, into a lava pit, into a foundry. Let's destroy it. I'm nervous.
Yes, do you want a drink?
Yes, a strong one.
Aziz, prepare something for Mr. Policier.
A
Now,
strong
when I
Very
put this in my
nervous.
bar, I smack his little hands and I serve our guests alcohol. Do not let the monkey in the fucking liquor cabinet.
So whatever you give, I will drink it all at once, unless it's absinthe or something too
On
strong.
the bourbon. Give him the bourbon.
Okay, and then I will extend the glass for another pour.
Now that is a proper breakfast.
You are calm because you did not see.
Okay, what
You did
time
not
is
see
it
the
now?
Let's say
middle of the night. Probably it was in the
3 o'clock.
evening, at night.
3 o'clock.
It is my advice. We get the pyramid, we throw it, we melt it.
Well, we don't know if it melts. Haven't we had this conversation before?
We did.
And I'm not saying it was in the end of last session. I'm saying it's in character because we already
Yes, it
started by
was.
discussing
We
it.
did that
Well, the
before.
pyramid is safe in the hotel's safe.
I don't
It's
know
where
if this
survives.
hotel will be safe.
You're acting a little bit hysterical, Mr. Policier.
I could not send them away. These are very powerful demons. Well, I sent 2 of them away, but then 2 more arrived.
Well, there are 6 of them according to the book.
Yes. So if there are 6, it's too much. They are too powerful. It's up to you, Monsieur, Miss, Madame, Mademoiselle Bonnier, Mr. Poe. I will prepare myself. I'm going to prepare myself for what is coming. I advise you. I don't know why I'm doing this accent again. I advise you to destroy the pyramid.
I take notes in my journal and have him describe the ritual that he used to banish the 2 of the demons. I make reference of it in a journal for future investigation. It says, but after we liquor up a little bit and have breakfast, then we could probably go check on our friend.
I was thinking about sending Aziz to see if he's still in the place where it's the art shop, in case there are demons there.
I remember.
Why would you send the child?
I sent one of my couple of my footmen to my retainers to go retrieve it.
Let's assume they found him already.
I've always heard that.
They woke up and they brought him.
Oh, but just saying to Joe that he doesn't know because I decided to keep the pyramid in the safe before while they were doing the ritual, so he wouldn't know. He would assume that it was in my room, right?
Yeah.
Yes, probably that you have it with you.
Oh, I got
Okay, so
Right, I'm going to try and do a search and see if I can find the pyramid. I'm guessing that's going to be really difficult.
The search, you said?
Yeah, because if I'm back at, I'm not sure if I'm back at the hotel or if I stayed over at this guy's house or what.
What
Well,
did you tell your
so yes, to retrieve him. So they probably brought him to the hotel.
okay. Well, it's in the safe, so you don't really need to do
Yeah,
it.
but I would say you wouldn't know it's in the safe
Even
because
like
I
no,
decided it
no,
was in the safe when it was in my room, but then I decided I was going to put it in the safe. But that was while they were doing the ritual.
Okay, so in that case, there's no search to do because you won't find it.
I
Well, you
simply
can search, but
right. I can
Yes, you can
search
search,
for
but
you.
you'll find
Right.
it.
In that case, I'm going to run to Samantha's and say the pyramid's been stolen.
So is Julian at the hotel?
I think
Yeah.
Julian was at the same hotel.
So they brought
Okay.
him.
They brought him.
Yeah.
So we have to inspect it. So I do a medical examination of Savage. And is there any demonic residue on him?
Or other type.
Satanic spunk.
Roll a medicine. You have medicine.
12 plus something for my sheet.
Well, I'm gonna get the drink.
Where is my sheet? God damn it. I guess I closed my sheet. 1 sec. I gotta
Be
open it.
gentle.
Be gentle.
Sacre bleu. My derriere. My derriere.
Medicine's +4, 12 plus 4, 16.
Wow.
Okay, so you look
What's it
for
written down there?
some kind of residue there, but there's nothing.
Okay.
Just blood.
Just blood and all the obvious trauma, right?
Yeah.
Nothing super unusual though. Like
There's some substance, but it's probably just well,
prepoplasm.
yeah, ectoplasm, something like that.
We'll collect the ectoplasm in a vial and label it something.
Goo. Anal goo.
Anal goo.
Discharge. Anal discharge.
We're not 100% sure.
Scientific term of it.
It's not demonic discharge if it's ectoplasm.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was just a very thin.
But there's no like signs of rot, pustules, fungus, little weird faces on his back, trying to get out of his skin or anything.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
But it's still early. It's still a bit raw, so it might change.
I turn around while I'm being probed and say, shall I kill myself now?
That's up to you. That's up to you. There's an extra revolver over there in the drawer. Please go outside. I don't want to have to deal with the mess.
Is he going to come for me? Or is that it? Is that all? Is that all? I've had quite enough of this. I was excited at first, but this morning I've woken up and it's.
But if it comes for you and takes you like it did the tradesman, that's your future eternity, I think. Over and over and over in new, exciting, degenerate ways. Yeah. But if you kill yourself, that's a hot ticket to go straight to where the demons are from, right?
So it will happen anyway.
But unless we defeat the demons and you make sure you never ever end up in in the zone where the demons are. Maybe you need to get yourself to a nunnery. I mean,
I'm not sure I'm allowed in nunneries. Not with my reputation.
a monastery.
A monastery, maybe. But don't tell them about the anal probing. What I'm going to do is try and talk to my superiors at my college and see if they know anything that could possibly save my ass, literally. Is it possible to do that?
What exactly do you mean?
I have a professor who might be able to aid me or protect me or
So
possibly conduct a ceremony.
what is he?
He's the professor of my occult studies.
He's a magician?
I've got no idea. He's just the professor. He's literally down as the professor who's taught me everything, who was teaching me. Me and him have been working closely.
So he has a name?
He's a contact at the university I'm at.
Okay, so does he have a name?
I sent you it in Messenger.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me check. So it's Lazarus 14.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can look for him during the day, maybe.
Okay. Is that what would that come under? Would it come under a contact or would it come under? Because currently he's still there. I think I
Could be a
mentioned
contact or an ally. It depends on the.
he does get told to bugger off from the university later on. Should I play him next? Should I have to play him next?
Okay, so let's
But
start
currently
him.
he works there.
Let's start with an NPC then. But you should decide now if it's a possibility for a player. You should decide if it is a conjurer or not. So
Oh right, okay. Well,
that will determine a lot.
I think he possibly maybe.
Okay.
I hadn't determined his actual class yet, but he's certainly going to be a brainy chap. He knows his onions. So right, I'll make a I don't know a contact roll, I guess. And I've rolled a 5, so no, I don't find him. Simple
Okay,
as that.
so he's out of town, so
Yeah, okay. I can't get hold of him. Shit. Do I meet anyone from the university who could possibly help me? Or is he the only person there who would
I
know
guess that there should be more people interested in the occult. So maybe they can't do anything about it, but they can listen to you. So you can tell your stories to several people there, and wait. Well, I mean, there's a conjurer here, so
I have a question to is obvious to us that he was raped.
yeah,
So do we know? Okay.
yeah. Edgar has already
So are you okay?
examined it.
Am I okay? No, I'm going to start crying and get emotional and stuff. I was okay earlier. I was excited and enthralled, and it was everything beyond my wildest dreams. But in the cold light of day, I realised that I am suffering from post-traumatic stress, I think.
Okay,
It
so
doesn't exist.
It's sort of worrying me.
get him get him a drink, Edgar, please.
It has done wonders for my confidence. But now I want revenge upon the demons that did this to me.
And well, you should wait to see if he sends you flowers or not.
I don't think
Oh.
he's going to send me flowers.
They don't need to.
That sort
They
of
just need to come back.
encounter.
If they come back, it's not really. They don't need to send flowers. They just come back and have some more fun.
I'm wondering if I can get to a monastery actually and see if they can't cleanse my anus.
What?
I'm just going to put my ass in a font at a Catholic church if need be. See if that,
Well, how old are you?
what this chap? He's only young. He's only in
Yeah,
his
well,
20s.
well, maybe, yeah. He's a bit too old for priest, but maybe. Very
Well,
old priest.
what about going into the church and possibly obtaining some holy water? And if it's empty, dunking my ass in the font.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna use the holy font as a douche.
Yeah, pretty much. That seems to be a pretty good. That's kind of where my brain's going. I mean, I haven't got hold of my conjurer professor. That was a crap roll, but I'm thinking dunking my ass in a font. Even a 5 might make that.
You know what? As a matter of experimental,
I'm gonna try
as a
it.
matter of an supernatural experiment, plus I'm already drinking and probably a little drunk since my character's an alcoholic.
Well, yeah, you probably
Holy
get some
font
decent communal wine.
enema could be useful for research.
Yeah, something like that. Who's coming with? Are you coming with me to witness the sights then?
Well, you can just bring the water.
Yeah, just get the water, man. If you do that there, we'll
Wouldn't it be
definitely
more
go to jail.
concentrated
Yeah.
though? Wouldn't you get a heavier concentrated dose if you were to literally
A
drop your
straight
back,
shot to a
dive into the font?
19th century
Come first.
sanitarium. That's a straight shot to a 19th
Well,
century
you can get a
sanitarium,
priest
and you
to-
don't exit those.
I could maybe get a priest to bless my bottom.
No, to bless a lot of water that then you could use.
Yeah, I think possibly going to the church might be a good idea. Having a word with the priest, if nothing else, might console my PTSD.
Okay, so you're visiting a church.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Are you going alone or someone is
You're welcome to come with me. I might.
Well, I don't want to watch this, but let's go. Also, I don't know what church we could find open at 4 in the morning, but
Oh, we can
Wait,
break
wait.
into a church. That's even more fun.
What day is it? What day of the week is it?
you can wait an hour or two. Maybe.
but it's
Later.
probably better if you break.
No,
I think
I'll purchase
breaking into
holy
the
water.
church, diving into the pump bottom first might be more fun.
If only there were souvenir shops.
I'll purchase some holy water. I'm sure that they will take it for a generous donation to the church.
Well, I can't sit around here, quite literally, unless someone's got some comfy cushions.
We do have comfy
If
cushions.
you want a
This is a good
blessing,
hotel.
if you want a blessing, my character is a priest. So
You're a priest. Oh,
Yeah,
God bless my bottom.
I'm sure we could order some ice if we really need it too.
probably more useful than a blessing.
I literally get out my bum towards Alessier. Bless my ass, Father. I've sinned, for I've been sinned upon.
What?
He's going to bless my bottom.
Okay.
I don't know how long that ritual takes.
Who is going to bless your bottom? A Catholic priest?
I thought you were going to
I
bless.
think you are
Yeah,
blessing.
you offered.
You want me to bless?
You just
Well,
offered to bless my
it's
bottom.
not
He's a voodoo priest. There's going to be the chicken up in there before you're done.
it's not specifically your bottom. It's more like the all of you. Well, not the whole of you. The whole of you.
What, you're going to pull the discharge from me?
But yes, let's go do let's go call the blessings of the spirits to Mr. Sauvage. We can do that.
Well,
But it
just
will
make
be
sure that you don't call the wrong spirits.
It might be
but it will be
Don't call
noisy
the
here
phone.
in the hotel. We need some music. We need some drinks. We need some offerings. All that things.
I knew I should never have put those violin lessons, damn it.
We can do that. We can do
Take
that.
him home and bless his bottom.
Tell us,
Well, you
sir.
can do it at your home.
Tell us
Just
here.
please play music.
Expels the demonic
As
cream
he
pie.
sing a song or something.
Well, actually, I want to prepare an amulet, a protective amulet.
For you?
Yes,
For him?
No, for me.
Screw him.
For me.
He's already dead, right?
Well, no, then I can extend my services to try to the demons from a more protected position.
Poor old Julian, he had his whole life ahead of him at one point. That's hanging out with a voodoo priest and it all goes tits up.
Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me, what are you going to do?
I'm going to purchase a
mean-
bunch of holy water.
You're purchasing holy water, and Samantha is going to do an amulet and to bless his button, right?
Yeah.
So
try
I
and-
want. So I'll go to my. I have. Where is it? Let me just open my book. I have a place of worship, a small, not church, but a small circle.
It's like a
where,
hovel, isn't it? What there's voodoo.
where is it? Where is it?
Almost
Where is
like
it? I wrote it here
Well, some
somewhere.
places
Where
pretty-
it is? In Montmartre.
We're going to take my
A small temple in Montmartre, where there will be some Haitian worshippers
Well, I'm going to
also.
say very low to Savage, but you want shouldn't you have it blessed by a proper priest instead of, well, an heathen?
A savage, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if this mulatto savage is going to save your soul from damnation. It might just
Or your
accelerate the
ass.
problem.
I want to conjure a ghost to haunt them. Penny. What is penny? To penny dress for that. Okay, understood. Savage. So what about the pyramid? We all agree that it needs to be destroyed.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not
Anything
sure
to
about
save
that.
my
Well,
ass.
maybe you should just shouldn't touch it, but I'm not sure why, but my characters think, why don't we sell it to Wellington if it's that bad?
Maybe Wellington can save my bottom.
Is Wellington a practitioner of magic or something?
He's a
Probably.
rich
Yeah, he's all
degenerate.
withered and weird, isn't he? Yeah, I'd say so.
He's a rich degenerate. So
Very likely.
Mhm.
if nothing good can come of this, it solves our Wellington problem. But knowingly handing someone a cursed item is not good luck in the future. Could be some.
Yeah, I
Mr.
thought-
Joe.
I thought we were trying to hide that from Wellington, though, and keep it out of his grasp.
Well, if he touches it, then the demons will come for him.
Instead of me, or as well as me.
I don't know.
That's a big
Also
question mark
him.
with you, man. You'll know tomorrow night, won't you?
Well, yes. If my bottom isn't cleansed, pass me some of that holy water, for God's sake.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna wait till we get back away from prying eyes to do the holy water enema, and that's just weird. And I wouldn't think about it, except my character's probably drunk.
Do I need surgery? Am I bleeding from my anus?
That's a good question. Probably yes. Yes, you are.
Yes, I better go get stitched up before anything else.
Yes, you won't die, but it's probably better.
I don't want an infection up there as well as demon goo.
That could happen. Yes, that could
Yeah.
happen.
I'll go and repair my anus.
Yeah, you could go septic and die from an anal wound like that.
Well, Edgar is a doctor, so he could Stitch
Yep.
your-
Can you stitch up my anus?
Not inside of it, but we'll stuff of rams. I mean, some sheep. I don't know. We'll stuff something up there.
A rabbit's foot.
Rabbits.
I hear they're lucky.
Yeah, for everybody except the rabbit.
Okay, so you talked about lots of stuff, so I don't really know what you.
Yeah, I think possibly getting it looked at by a medical practitioner might be
Okay.
on the
Am
cards.
a medical practitioner.
Yes, he is a
Yes,
medical
that's what I was
practitioner.
saying.
I want to go to my temple in Montmartre, and I want to create a paquet Congo. It's ancient voodoo.
Paquet, that's another.
Paquet. But in this case,
Paquet.
it's paquet Congo. It's an amulet. It's an object that serves as protection, and I'm looking at the rules here to see what could be, but basically something that gives an extra boost to, well, I don't know, could be two things. Tell me what you think is more interesting. One could be just kind of a protection word from demons in general, like they can't touch me or something. Other could be something like the Kabbalah rules in cult, where the character would be kind of invisible to creatures. They would be kind of like the veil, but the other way around. They could not also perceive and act against the character. I don't know which one you think is more interesting.
I guess that they are both possible, but this should require a rule, right? Should be
Yes, that's why I'm looking at the rules.
an occult role, and let's set the difficulty for that. Okay, so I guess which one is worse, more difficult, I guess. Probably being invisible is better than
just being able to be in a protective like circle,
yeah,
like protection from the spirits.
not
Probably
seeing is better.
protection from the from I can like have the protection of some uva. I think that's more voodoo like. So
Okay, so let's go with that one. Okay, so a 20 difficulty seems like.
okay, let me see my character. Occult. Oh, good. I have lots of occult. So good. Can I add something from my necromancy stuff?
Do you want a child executing at all? Where's Aziz?
Can I do like before I do this, I will do the necromantic ritual, which is to tap ambient depth energy that give me an increase in 1d4 terms of level, temporary increase in insight and understanding of magic, blah 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 blah. But you figure out what the bonus would be from that.
I'll have to check what's the name of that?
Tap ambient energy. It's the last of the necromancer rituals. I would interpret that as like calling upon the help of the was. Baron Samedi.
Okay, roll 1d4 and that will be your bonus.
Okay, so I will roll the d20 plus the, and let me add my skill. What is my skill? So I have 4 in occult. Is it brains or wit
With
or magnetism or sex appeal? Magnetism.
yeah, I think it's
Oh, I'm going to do a ritual. I'm going to do a ritual with some of followers in my temple, like dancing and something a little bit more seductive, like drinking, dancing, drums, and so I'll use my magnetism instead. You are all invited to watch if you want.
Are you doing this at our hotel room?
an orgy.
No, in my
Okay.
small temple in
Okay,
Montmartre.
just double
Okay.
checking.
Meanwhile, Julian, you find the doctor.
Okay.
Very looks at you with very strange way when you explain what happened, but he does fix you up, and I don't know how many points you lose, but you can have them back.
Right, I can't remember. I didn't actually lose a lot. But
Okay,
I'll,
well, I rolled a 6, so you probably, if you didn't lose a lot, so it's what you get.
I had 23 in total with the bonuses.
Okay, so you are able to create an amulet for you. That will probably
Okay,
work, but we'll only find out later.
I have an image of a Pake Congo I can share if I can share. No, enable all participants to share.
I can't remember how I do that.
You press in the green
Okay.
thing on the bottom that says share screen,
Okay,
and you have the option to.
I think I've done it. Yeah.
Okay, this is an example of a Pake Congo.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a package, and inside there are things.
Ah, la paki. That's why it's
The paquet, it's a package, exactly. Like bones and jewelries and things like that.
yeah. Oh,
And
it's almost
spices.
like
Looks like something
it's
that
not like the
an old
thing in the
lady
bowl,
would have
is it?
been on a.
It's very festive.
Well, Haitian voodoo is festive. It's not like ooh, it's not Catholic. It's much more lively than Catholic with their Gregorian chants.
Yes,
What's
but don't
the,
you raise the dead?
yeah, what's that weird bowl you'd have?
Isn't that the point?
Don't you have like a weird bowl full of fucking, it's like a cauldron full of monkey skulls and things like that?
No. Those are witches. Different thing. Those, or pirates. Pirate witches.
Right, I'm gonna try and find. Oh,
Oh yes, there was a in one of the Pirate of the
Oh.
Caribbean's movies.
Yes.
There was a voodoo witch there, but she was very Disney, very exaggerated, but had a
Very
nice accent.
No, I'm thinking of the
Disney
guys
movie.
in Mexico. They make like this huge. Oh, it's awful. They put like they do the whole chicken thing, and then there's like this huge cauldron full of its bones, and they chop the chicken's head off, and they do all this chanting around it. Very weird.
That can also be candomblé.
It's like a
South
hoodoo.
America has and Brazil also has candomblé. It's same similar same.
Yeah, I'm just thinking you would have like sort of little remnants and things like that. It's not quite as bad as the cauldron thing, but it's still got like little bits of bone and little bits of.
It's more
they've
like
got some teeth in
it's
there and
drums, drinks, lots of people dancing around half naked, offerings, things like that. More festive.
It's a party.
Yes,
It's like your church, but with rhythm.
exactly. So I have my
Okay,
packy.
so you have your packet, and Julian has his ours
Holy water.
fixed up, and yeah, Edgar has some holy water. You can do an enema or something, and there's no infection. And
Excellent. Oh, it's not all it's not all bad then. Can I sit down yet?
yeah, probably. I think so. Well, it's
Slowly.
painful. It's painful, but it won't bleed. So you can sit down.
I think he's saying you're done leaking.
So meanwhile, some hours have gone by, so it will be afternoon.
Okay, so we went to watch the ritual, right?
Yes, it will
For
be just like,
curiosity.
yes,
Mhm.
there will be dancing, there will be
Yes, it's.
sweating, there will be drinking, there will
And
be
demons.
I just want to see the demons,
drums.
if the demons appear or not.
I'm not calling the demon. I want the
know.
Oh, you said
opposite.
there will be demons.
No, no demons invited. This is no demons on the guest list.
But after
There-
that, I think we should also investigate.
There will be spirits. There will be
Okay,
spirits.
yeah, well, you're the one that said
If you
demons. After the
if you
ritual,
want to ask,
I think we should go to the shop of the guy that disappeared and see if there's any evidence of demonical presence or whatever.
if you want to ask some questions while I'm possessed.
Because we are investigators.
Sure.
So after that, I think we should go and investigate. In
Roll
our
a
Scooby
level.
Doo van.
Roll a library.
Uh,
Library uses what they roll when you're an investigator.
No, we're going to
Or- or-
investigate the crime of the scene of the crime, the shop of the guy. But we're gonna go there during the day.
Okay, so you go back to the shop.
I thought you were skeptic. Now you want to go during the day. We can go at
I'm
night.
skeptical, but not stupid.
Not much to see. It's just not there.
Okay. So does he? But there's any signs of the ritual that Palissier did?
Yeah, there's a broken window.
Okay.
And I don't know what he left there, but yeah, whatever. he
Yeah,
left.
probably some bulls on the floor, some with some
Okay. So
some
no
alcohol
spectral
and
residue, nothing like that. The guy really isn't there.
There's some blood, drops of blood, but not many, just a bit of. And besides that, nothing.
Okay. Still some water.
Okay. So there's no point in
So-
doing a search.
So now it's time that we destroy the pyramid.
But do we really want to destroy the pyramids?
Yes, it's very dangerous, mademoiselle.
Okay, let's make a vote, I guess.
Let's vote. Who votes to destroy the pyramid?
I would definitely vote to destroy the pyramid.
And Mr. Joe.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know if we can destroy it. That's the thing. But yeah, sure. It just
Okay.
seems like a bunch of bad luck to me. So
So
Okay, so 3 against 1. So yes, let's
let's
destroy
try
the
to
pyramid. But you will destroy the pyramid. I will not try to destroy it because I don't want to bring any.
Yes,
The demons
I'm
may
not
be
touching
upset.
it.
I want to
I
throw
play
the
too.
pyramid into a foundry.
they want to destroy it. and
Yes,
they can
if
pull-
you guys want to destroy it, go ahead.
Again, here is the pattern emergency. Me and Sauvage are going to do something dangerous, and you stand back and take the popcorn.
and take some notes.
Yes.
So you two are going to drop the pyramid, is that so?
It's still in the safe, right? Nothing happened to it.
Yes. You want to drop
Okay.
it where?
In Metalworks.
Are you going to warn the people there or just slip in and drop it?
Well, I can ask that I have some metal that needs to be melted. So if I can just hire some metal works or something just to go there and well melt it.
And they're going to ask you, so what you want to do with the metal once it's melted?
But you're going to do it yourself, or you're just paying other people to do it for you?
Those are the questions that when the game master asks implies that there is a consequence to just melting something.
There are consequences to even the most mundane actions.
What I want to do with the metal, I want to melt the metal, and then
Well, I'm not the game master, but I guess they would ask that, right? You just, oh, I want to melt this. Okay, but for what purpose?
yes, to melt the metal.
Well, okay, he's paying. I don't care. I suppose you're paying more than you should, right?
And I want then
Definitely.
the liquid that comes from the metal to be poured into several different like small balls, and those little balls of metal to be scattered randomly around in the ocean. I want to hire a ship, a commercial ship to go out, and during the trip they will drop the small balls of metal at regular intervals in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. I think that's safe.
I think they're
That
gonna.
covers
I'm
that
imagining the
covers all.
face of the guys.
Okay, again, let's go back. Are you going to do it yourself, or you're going to pay them to do it?
What do you mean? Like I don't know how to how to
Okay,
craft
so you're
metal.
going to give it to them, and you'll stay there. Or
I
you're
can
going-
stay there. Yes, I can look
Okay.
to see that it really is
Okay.
done.
Okay. Okay.
And
So
I
you
will not let them in any other way mess with with the pyramid. Just
okay?
drop
So
it and
well,
melt it. I will observe.
now
I think we will all observe. Well, at least Sauvage.
I think in this you are very rich, right?
Yes.
So you are going to pay a stupid amount for this.
Does it need to be stupid? Can be exaggerated, but not
Do you want to
stupid.
do a roll or not? Just asking that part. Are you going to pay enough not to rule, or are you going to pay not enough? And then in that case you have to do a roll.
Okay, I will pay enough. I will pay enough.
Okay, so you pay a stupid amount. And they look at you as if you're crazy, and they just don't care. They okay, we'll do it. We'll do it, sir. And you are there watching. And they don't mess around with the thing, they just pick it up and they say, okay, we are going to melt. Watch it.
Go.
Okay. They put it wherever it is supposed to be. I don't know how it works, but put it in the foundry and nothing happens.
I think it's a crucible that will be very hot.
Well,
It will melt it, and then they
something
pour the
happens.
metal in some molds.
Actually, something happened. It melts.
Okay, so far so good.
Apparently, it's common metal, nothing special. It melts,
Okay.
and they melt it into several pieces of metal.
I have a bad feeling about this. I think we just released the demons from their trap, but
No, because the pyramid was not a trap. It was just like a spell, a scroll. We just destroyed the scroll.
Then they collect the several pieces of metal,
Mhm.
and they deliver the pieces of metal to you.
Do I sense magic in the pieces of metal? Still.
Yes, you sense something. They are still somehow attuned to whatever they were before.
Is there any ritual that kind of dispels magic?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
well, you can bury them at different places far
No,
away.
the sea, the shipping in a shipping line from France to to as far away as possible, the longest shipping line that I can hire, and I will in those
Okay.
at that time you would hire commercial ships to take mail or packages or even people. I will hire someone just to drop them in very big random intervals.
And you send the pieces of metal to be thrown into the ocean. And apparently it's all that, right?
Gentlemen, I think we have disposed of the pyramid. I don't think anyone can use it now.
Okay,
Next
well, let's.
evening, does Julian get a visit from his demonic lover?
Yeah, that's the next interesting thing to know. Okay, so Julian, where are you going to stay tonight?
I'm gonna stay.
I'm going to stay in my temple. I invite anyone who wants to also to stay there.
I'm gonna stay near in the church. I think I want to stay actually with a priest or in a monastery.
Okay.
I think that would be the best course of action.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stay in my comfortable hotel bed, gentlemen.
Do you
I'm
remember
going
the
to my
story?
temple.
Do you remember the story of the pyramid?
I don't remember the
Person.
story of the pyramid.
No, I'm talking to Julian, to Joe. The first guy who found out about this was a monk.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh God!
So
Right. Yeah, but was he in a monastery when he found out?
Yes,
yeah,
of course he was.
he was.
That's where monks are.
yes, that's where monks are.
Actually, they were both. He and his lover, they were both.
How much of a believer was he? Maybe he was a naughty monk and had been
Of
doing.
course he was a
Well, he
naughty
was.
monk.
He was a naughty monk. Yeah.
That's
Well,
why he was
I'm
playing with
not a
demons.
naughty monk. I'm not a naughty monk. I've
No, you're not.
been a
Not even
victim
a
of
You're
naughty.
not a monk at
circumstance.
all.
I've been a victim of circumstance. Surely it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
I'm
for
thinking
you.
Catholicism will save me and my ass.
So
And I've just been looking at voodoo actually, and the word I was looking for was Naganga. And it's
Naganga.
it's a fucking horrible thing.
Let me Google it also.
It depends how you look at it, but the ones from Mexico are really brutal.
Okay,
Contain
okay.
all sorts of stuff.
what's that?
It's associated with ritual killings. It looks like a cauldron. And the bits of the Naganga, depending on what you're doing with it, compile of your victims and parts of your victims and parts of those you want to curse. And it gathers up over time. And the Gangas can get really, really big and really powerful and dangerous as fuck. Some of them.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're doing.
Are you calling it? It's Nanga.
Yeah.
Oh, here in
If you look under Mexico, I was looking under Mexican ritual killings, and the Naganga came up because there's
okay,
lots of white tourists kidnapped all over Mexico.
okay. I'm
Lobbed into
reading.
the Gangas.
Made with an iron cauldron. It also refers to.
There was
Okay.
one guy in particular who had a really horrible one. They couldn't believe
Okay.
what was in it when they found it. It was
Okay. But this is not Haitian voodoo. This is this comes from
It
Congo
comes from
religion.
Africa.
Yes,
So I'm
yes,
guessing it would be Haitian as well. But
yes.
it's very dark magic.
Yes, it's a different
How is
variation.
that called?
Nganga.
N-E?
N-A.
N-A?
Yeah, I found a
And
picture of quite a horrific one belonging to a guy.
without the E, it's Nganga.
Okay.
Nganga.
Its actual meaning is to keep one's mouth open. That's what came up as in the dictionary as the word. So basically, what you're doing is creating when you get hold of one of these things, you are basically creating somebody's mouth and you're filling it with God knows what. And it is literally God knows what. There's rotting animals in there, rotting people sometimes. It's awful. The one I looked at nearly made me barf. There was quite a horrendous image from, I think that belonged to a guy he was an African priest in Cuba. And it was horrendous because it was full of skulls and stuff and rotting bits of flesh and animal and you name it. It was in his Nganga. He's been very busy indeed by the sounds of it. And in Mexico, they were killing white tourists and chucking parts of them in it. There was one in the Nganga that they found that was huge because this guy had killed that many people and he just shoved bits of it. They didn't know where the rest of the bits were. They couldn't find them. But they've worked out the parts of this tourist, this American from Texas, I think he was. They'd worked out the parts of him had ended up in this guy's Nganga. They DNA tested it, which I can't imagine that. And it was huge, apparently. It got bigger over time because he'd been doing so many nasty things. I think it was drug related as well. They all seem to take
I don't have cauldrons, just drums and the
Sorry,
You haven't
circle.
got you're not that dark a voodoo priest. You're quite sedate.
Okay, so Monsieur Sauvage, we're going to spend the night.
Oh God, good question. I don't even know if I want to sleep. I don't even know if I want to sleep alone. I don't want to put anyone in danger.
You don't have to sleep, but just where are you going to stay?
I think
I think an isolated cell in a monastery is not the best place to stay if you are worried about that kind of deal.
I'm thinking about consecrated ground though and things like that. Is that not going to help?
It's not vampires
Yes, it's not vampires.
or immortals.
Well,
Not cool.
oh,
I think it really matters.
there's going to be how to say it, a resurrection of Immortal with Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill now is the actor for all the nerd IP.
I'm just going to accept my fate and I shall stay in the confines of.
Well, I would say stay in public. So don't sleep and stay maybe in a place when there's a lot of people around.
Yes, go to a show.
It's not Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, why not go out one night?
demon.
Have a good time. It could be my dad's night
Go
alive.
to a theater.
Julian
Go to the Folie Bergère.
Or just stay in the Élysées, walking up and down. There is always people around.
He has problems walking up and down.
Is there one of those Talmare Bundier events going on with scantily clad ladies and things like that?
That we established that it doesn't exist yet.
There's nothing like that.
There are no cabarets yet.
There's no dancing girls.
Couple of years in the future.
Ah, damn it.
Prostitute. You can stay the night with a prostitute, but not with a cabaret lady. Because
He's got his prostitute girlfriend. Yes, he'll go stay at her house.
Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, so you're going to
He'll stay at her house.
Okay,
just outside of Paris, and it's quite a quiet place.
Quiet place.
She's not allowed to be a student, apparently. But yeah, he's got his he's got his.
Yes, because the game master is a fascist.
Game master is probably.
So I will do a
He can be a whore, but not a college student, or at least not both.
No, she couldn't be both, could she? She wasn't allowed to whore herself to pay for her tuition fees.
And what will Mr. Joe and Mademoiselle Mania be doing?
I don't know. I think I could go to the theater, catch a nice play.
Come to the circle. Ask some questions to this.
You could go see Dr. Caligari.
Okay, so
cheerful. Or the Hans with Belloc.
So you are with your girlfriend?
Yes.
You are going to stay awake, right?
Absolutely. She could entertain me with Spanish dances.
Okay, so she's dancing for you. That's cool.
I invited to go to the circle. Just
And I don't mention the demons to her. It's a nice place to forget about all that.
Yeah, she was dancing.
And we'll drink Chianti, I think. I think we'll get hold of some nice Chianti.
when the game master
Collection of cheese.
starts using this tone of voice, it's the equivalent in a movie when the music lowers and starts to be more.
Something like that, yeah. So you are drinking your Chianti and she's dancing, and everything seems to be fine until it stops to be fine. And then it's not fine anymore. The first thing you notice is smoke. Well, not really smoke, a smoke coming from below the door to your room, to her room, not yours.
Does she notice it or
No.
not?
No,
No,
she's
just
dancing for
me.
you.
Right, I don't say anything.
Now it's the time to jump out the window.
let her stay and you run away. Okay, so you notice, but you don't say anything about it, and she doesn't notice it, so she keeps on dancing, and you keep on watching. You see the smoke starts rising, and it starts covering the walls, and then you see a strange light coming from the other side of the door, and suddenly the lights they all I don't know.
At this point, don't you jump out the window, or at least?
No, I have a cunning plan.
Oh, okay.
I'm safe. I'm far away.
I have a cunning plan.
So all the lights go out, and now
Has the demon
she noticed.
materialized yet?
Yeah. After that, the door opens, and you see several shadows coming from the other side of.
I grab my girlfriend by the hand, or by the throat, even actually, and say, "Here, I bring you this offering of a sacrifice."
I didn't see that one coming.
One the demon who had fun with you last night. So you throw her.
No, I've got hold of her.
Ah,
So if they're going to take me, they're going to take her as well. Basically, she can't escape. Do you want me to make a roll against her? She's not very strong, bless her.
No, that's not
That's
not necessary.
Bless her heart, she couldn't defend
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah,
Okay, so the demon he reaches out went to her and
you can only have her if you leave my house alone.
he mumbles something.
What does that mean? Can I interpret that using a cult?
Well, since he can speak, another one from behind him says, "Yes, we'll take her."
Brilliant. They're going to go for it. How do I trust demons though?
The
You should say that.
the guy who can speak,
How can I trust you? If I give you her, you will leave me be,
well,
and I can leave this room free.
you were saying that when the demon takes her hand and pushes her towards him. Do a opposed strength, muscle roll against the demon.
What am I rolling for? To keep hold of her near me, or?
Unless you don't want to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't want the demon to take her without, because they could take her and me. I want them to take her instead of me.
Okay, so well, he wants to take her. So if you want to let him
I
take
just
her,
got 17 on my roll, and I don't know what I'm rolling. My toughness is what is it? Muscle?
yeah, muscle.
No, it's just a straight 17.
Okay, so you try to hold her, but the demon obviously is stronger than you, so he just pushes her. And apparently he doesn't want to take you. Just he picks her up and he goes back where he came from.
Really? Wow! As if that actually worked. Well, bye bye, mademoiselle. I
The
quickly.
door closes behind them, and everything seems to be normal again.
Wow. Now maybe this is going to happen again. I'm going to have to keep off. I'm going to have to keep it up, aren't I? I think.
They didn't look like they were being.
I've just become a bloody prostitute killer. Shit.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
But
Jack
why
the
not?
Ripper.
Every night you have
Yeah.
a prostitute.
Yes, it's a moral conflict right there.
Yeah. I mean, what do I do? It's either my ass or theirs. What would you do?
No,
You know,
I'm replying to
no-brainer.
I'm replying to the message in the chat. Deep moral conflict here.
But it was not really his girlfriend, it was his hooker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you know.
You would just
It
call her his
wasn't-
girlfriend because he was
she
trying
was
to be
more
nice
into
and
him than
polite.
he was into her. That was the point of their relationship. That's actually written down in my notes, how the relationship worked. So what's
Well,
he
it
going to do? It's either
It
her or
doesn't
him.
work anymore.
Yes, past tense.
I just hope I can keep finding attractive women to offer to the demon.
It's the 19th century. Prostitutes don't really count. So, you know.
The only
They're
problem
not
is
allowed to get educated, are
you
they?
have to have one every night.
Yeah, it sounds like I've got it, unless they change the pact I've made. But
It
no,
doesn't.
it sounds like
It doesn't have to be a prostitute. It could be someone else. If you don't have a
it
prostitute,
doesn't
that's
matter
fine.
who it is. They'll,
A child, maybe.
as long as I give them somebody, it'll
So,
cover my ass.
We
so
are
you
all in
became
danger.
so you kind of become Alf Renfield, Alf Jack the Ripper. So you
A little bit,
basically,
but yeah, well, I'm not technically ripping them.
No,
yeah,
you're
that's
right.
why it's
It's
just
certainly
Alf.
not going to
It's just
sacrifice
Alf.
people I know. It would just be strange. Sacrificing somebody you know is probably a surefire way of getting caught. And I
You
think
mean
prostitutes
like you
is a
just
good
did?
way to go. Street people, tramps, and
You
homeless.
you literally became a cultist, not an occultist. I mean a cultist.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's very yeah, it's either them or me.
Sacrificing people,
He's
sacrificing
headed for
people
the
to
underworld.
sacrificing people to
It would
demons.
work better if you did have a cult following you.
It's the next step. It's what you
Yeah.
need to do.
I'm
No?
actually wondering if it's
That would
worth
be the easiest way.
trying to trick thingy now, aren't I? Worthington or whatever his name is. And see if I can't sacrifice him to the demon.
Wellington.
Wellington. Why don't I go for him next tomorrow night? Assuming it happens again tomorrow night, but I've got to get with a hooker just in case. But I'm thinking I could use this to dispatch people. I think it's quite good. Have you guys got a hit list or something of people you want rid of? Because we could just execute them to the demons. I'll quite happily do that for you for a small fee, of course. But perhaps I won't tell
Okay,
them.
so I guess in the morning the question would be what happened to
Where have you
Sauvage?
been? It's been a night. I've had an evening, but it seems I am cleansed.
Well, it seems alright.
That's what I tell them anyway. I tell them I've been cleansed.
I go visit them also.
Well, I guess Monsieur Pellissier plan worked.
In the evening, I have to make myself scarce. I'm sorry, I'm busy this evening. I've made plans.
Well, I mean, if he's keeping us in the dark, there's not anything we can really act on.
Mhm. We'll just assume the problem is solved.
Let's
Yes.
go to dinner. I will invite them all to dinner.
Oh,
But-
yes, please, I'm starving.
I do interview Savage just to make sure the demons didn't show up. And if they don't show up, my notes will reflect that melting it and disposing of the little pyramid seemed to solve the problem quite simply
It did.
in the discussion.
It
And
did.
that's how misinformation gets into the light. Dude lied to us. Primary source lied to us.
That's why library use doesn't work. Rule rather use and find the book and then nothing happens.
Library use is from
about
Call of
where the-
Cthulhu, right?
I mentioned the crazy old man who wanted the pyramid. Have you heard any more about him?
The crazy old man. He didn't want. He want. He
Didn't want
really didn't want it. He did not want it.
But how do you feel about him?
The,
As a
the person
person.
who wanted it was Wellington.
Yes, that's who I'm asking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wellington.
Oh, we
Wellington.
despise him, of course.
Yes, Wellington is this despicable excuse for being not even human. And
So if he was to
a
disappear,
sub being.
you wouldn't miss him.
I mean,
Of course
I think
not.
the guy's a ghoul, so I kind of just want to avoid him because he is one of those detestable creatures that lurk on the fringe of society that I'm trying to avoid. So
I'm going to make an appointment that evening to meet with Mr. Wellington.
Okay. What about you guys?
I'm going to invite him for dinner. Some good restaurant.
Invite whom?
What
Well,
time? What time is
Edgar and
dinner?
Emily?
You might be able to tie
Well,
in.
and Julian also, unless he has other.
Well, if it's an early
Engagement.
dinner,
I go
maybe.
kill some hookers.
It's a celebration. We defeated the demons.
Exactly. Dinner, then drinks, some cigars. That's it.
Us in our poor deluded state think we've actually accomplished something.
We did. We got rid of the
You
pyramid.
kind of have.
We got rid of the pyramid. That's
Okay.
the pyramid is now scattered.
Yeah, Mr.
Some-
Wellington accepts, not accepts if you're not inviting him. Schedules a meeting, but not this evening. Tomorrow during the afternoon. So
Oh, during the afternoon?
yeah, you can go
That's,
to your.
oh God, that's no good. Oh, Wellington, you pain. I'll have to hang out with him all night now.
Oh, what will you do?
I'm going to find
Connect
ways to
time
entice
goodbye.
him with my literature and my books and things, and we can talk about the occult, and I'll just fill his head full of cod shit for hours. Playing for
Well,
time, I think.
in the meantime, I suppose, are you accepting Samantha's invitation for?
Yes.
Yes, I'm happy
Dinner.
to turn up for dinner, yeah.
It's Sammy, not Samantha.
He's going to offer also, I assume.
Well, it's Samantha. But
It's Sammy.
Samantha.
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 I call him
Samantha,
Sam.
sorry. Maybe get rid of the H. Just being pedantic.
Okay, so you all are united at Samantha's house.
No. At a restaurant outside.
Oh, at
not
a restaurant.
Yes, at a restaurant. Let's celebrate.
That attempt of an accent, it's a bit offensive.
I wasn't doing the attempt of an accent.
I know,
can't.
because the accent is completely wrong. That is what
I,
makes
I,
it more
I,
offensive.
I can't do.
It's the same as your Russian character.
Boris. Goulash.
I don't know what. Probably. Well, actually, if he was an Asian, we'd probably.
Jamaica man.
No, probably the accent would be like something like this because it's French.
It would, yes,
French
it would be a
French.
little bit French.
But
Yeah.
over
Let's
dinner,
speak,
I'm going to confess to the group.
Oh, you
Ah.
are.
I have a slight confession to make.
You're going to destroy our party. You're a
Okay.
very selfish person, Julian Sauvage.
I cringe thinking he's gonna say he liked it.
At least wait until after dinner when we are having cigars.
So we won't run away from you.
Well,
Let's
I
enjoy
was-
our dinner.
We're eating.
Yes.
Don't talk, discuss what we eat. Good
But
luck.
then Amelie can't listen because she's a woman. Women can smoke cigars.
Oh yes. Well, she can if she has money. She's also rich. So.
I think I'm a loose woman, unofficially.
I
Because
can
I'm single.
offer. Yeah,
And I
I'm
killed my
tempted
and I killed my parents.
I'm
Think
tempted
the word
to
look for
reveal my
spinster.
secret.
Are you past 25 yet?
Probably.
Spinster.
Yes.
Oh, my
So
God.
have we got to cigarettes yet in the evening? Have we eaten?
We can we can go to the cigars.
Yeah, and I say the demons haven't
I will
quite
have a
gone.
cigarillo. Or
The demons haven't
cigarettes.
quite gone. I have to. What's how could I word it? I have a deal with them.
What?
I've had to make a deal with them. I have, in effect, in order to save my own skin, given them somebody else's. You get my meaning.
What do you mean by that? You sold us off to the demons, you pig.
No, not you. You're safe. But tonight I have to leave.
You made a human sacrifice.
I have to find somebody. Yes. And they take those instead of me.
You made a pact with a demon.
Well, it seems that way. Yes.
Well,
Mr.
that
Sovash.
seems
nice.
that's actually clever.
He didn't really do a pact. It was
I
just
He
don't know how
doesn't know,
to
tacit
yeah.
agreement. Yeah.
I know factually
shared.
and
Well,
technically that's
technically,
exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I've got a problem shared, but also I was wondering if we could work this to our advantage.
They're demons.
There were
There is no
people that need
advantage.
dispatching. Do you have any suggestions in mind for people who,
You
I
want to
take
get
out
rid
my
of
journal and start sketching Julian Savage with leering demons with all their naughty bits hanging out in like shadows behind him as I take notes on him selling his soul to demons.
well, not particularly. No, it's not quite like that. It's not quite like that. They leave me in peace if I offer them something
They
else.
leave you in peace, but you have condemned your soul.
I
Mr.
have,
Sovash.
yes.
Well, but he saved his derriere.
They're the Portuguese.
I don't know if you're able to help me absolve my sins or anything. I suspect not. I think this is pretty much my problem. But
can
if
pay a priest
there
for
are
that.
people you want dispatching, I will dispatch them via my I suppose you could call them friends.
The demons are not your friends, Mr. Sauvage.
That's debatable, isn't it? If they can get rid of our enemies, they're certainly helpful.
Well, I don't have enemies at this point that I know of.
Ah, okay. Anybody else? Couple of names.
So you will spend your days from now until your death.
It's only a couple of hours, really.
Well, that's actually an opportunity for a career for you, Mr. Savage. You could become a killer for hire.
I have thought of that. I wouldn't feel right charging people, but I'm thinking in certain circles it could be useful, couldn't it? Within these strange worlds we find
So
ourselves in today.
will one of those transactions happen again today?
I think it's going to happen tonight again, yes.
So I guess it's time for us to be going.
Yes, that's the other reason. Time is ticking on. It's been a lovely meal. So, it's up to you whether we do this again.
Oh no, I'm definitely going back and drinking alone.
Let's have tea next time. Early in the
Afternoon,
in the
yes.
afternoon, yes.
In the meantime, if you want to gather lists of names and addresses.
So what are we going to do now? Julian,
Well, it's time for me to go and sacrifice another unwilling victim, I suppose.
Yeah, okay, so we are going to pick.
It's going to have to be a I really want it to be Worthington, but I don't think I've got enough time to get over there. And I'm meeting with him tomorrow afternoon anyway, aren't I?
Well, you can just technically you should just break into his house.
I'm going to try that. Thank you, Mr.
Are you sure about that?
Right, I'm going to break into Wellington's house.
You're going to try to break into.
Yes.
Okay. Are you
Let's
sure about
dispatch
that?
Wellington. Yeah, I'm absolutely sure about it.
Okay. So you approach his house and
Hey, I say I'm going to go drink alone, but I'm going to tell Julian, I'm going to tail him, use my stealth and my ability to see in the dark to remain unseen and observe him from a far distance.
okay, do a stealth roll.
10 plus. Where's my sneak? 14.
What is your wit? What is Julian Sauvage's wit?
Oh, my wits is +1.
Yeah, but the number.
Do I make an opposing roll?
Well, you're not looking for him, so just tell me the number, the score, the wit score.
Oh, right, it's 11.
Okay, so you pass it. That's enough. Okay, so you tell him and he doesn't notice you, and then you are trying to sneak or not sneak to break into Wellington's house. Okay.
Yes.
Do you have proper skill? Do you have locksmith, lockpick?
Oh, God, no, not really.
Okay, well, that's the rule you have to do, and it will have. So this is this house seems to be difficult to break into. So
Ah, right.
let's say a 20.
Oh, freaking hell. And this will be an agility roll, won't it? Fucking hell.
Yes.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you try to break into his house, but then whatever you were using to try to break in, you break it, and now you can't even try it anymore. Just
I'm going to knock on the door.
okay.
What time is it?
I don't know. You were having dinner with them, and then you left. So 11 o'clock maybe.
Right, where's my coachman?
Oh, give him your coachman.
I might give him the coachman.
Also, if you
That's
went
what
there
I'm
with
thinking. I might
if you went there with the
try that.
coachman, he's waiting for you.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'll just tell him to drive on.
Okay, so you go away, and now. Or you want to go
I'm
turn?
preparing the coachman for we're just chin wagging. I've probably plied him with alcohol, so we're quite drunk. Or he's quite drunk. I'm remaining sober. And I've taken charge of the horses to let him probably what will be his last sleep.
So you want to sacrifice the coachman?
Yes.
So while
Let's
he's
get
Why
another
driving,
didn't you just go and find yourself a hooker?
No, the coachman's more fun. Nobody would suspect that.
But it's your coachman. Who's gonna drive you from now on?
I'll get another coachman. It's not a problem. There's got to be plenty of coachmen. There's got to be coachmen and hookers coming out of you.
Well, if your coachman if your all your coachmen start to die, you're probably gonna have problems getting a coachman.
okay. So you want to do this? Okay.
A coachman subscription.
Where do you want to take the coach?
I'll set up a Kickstart. I'll set up a GoFundMe for coachmen.
That's suspicious. A gentleman taking a coachman into the woods.
No, we're just driving around Paris. I'm
Hmm.
just telling him to drive, and he's a little bit. He probably wouldn't suspect a thing.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. You feel something happen in the same fog and the same smell, and
Ah,
all of a sudden There's a present right beside you, inside the
Take
carriage.
take him, not me.
It seems to be a woman, and
All right.
but well, a woman, kind of a woman. You've seen her before, I think. Have you seen her? Yes, I think.
Yes, I've witnessed them all, I think.
Yeah, okay. So you see a woman, but it's not really a woman. She looks at you and she smiles. Good evening, Monsieur Sauvage.
Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle, I guess. Forgive my flippancy, I don't know how to address.
Don't worry, that's not a problem. So I believe you really want to stay alive, right, Monsieur Sauvage?
I'm trying my darndest, yes.
Well, we have discussed this matter, and we decided that as long as you keep bringing us new friends, we'll leave you be.
Here's one.
He kisses you, just very slightly on your cheek, and he says, he whispers that you're here. But the first night, there's no one there except you. And thank you for this survive.
That is totally agreeable, yes. But here you are, look. Here's somebody who is falling asleep, actually.
Then you suddenly hear a scream, and the horses get scared and they start, and then they stop, and the woman disappears.
Brilliant.
And the coachman is not there, of course.
They haven't taken the coach.
They took the coachman.
Yes, right. I will have a go at learning to drive the horses myself. Back to
Yeah, okay, yes, you should drive back. Yes. So you drive back with no problems. I don't think that. You're just driving slowly, so you need to do a rule for that.
does anyone stop me on the way?
Why?
Because I'm a coachman. Anyone asking for a lift?
Oh, but
Is it a public coach?
yeah,
I don't know. I'm thinking, what an interesting idea, though. If someone
So,
was
so the French Jack the Ripper is suspected to be a coachman that drives around at night, picking up victims.
No, I was I thought it was your coachman, but okay, he's just a coachman. Okay. Well, then in that case, yeah, probably.
Next time you do a revision of Wretched Epoch, you have to add an archetype, which is cultist. You don't really have it. Like cultists are the adversaries in this game.
well, if I can, like, I don't know. There were a couple of people asked me to stop. I'm thinking I can imprison these people until tomorrow night.
Oh, so you're going to keep us a dungeon of imprisoned victims.
I'm thinking I could find somewhere to hold them up. Yeah, where they wouldn't be found.
That requires
So
something.
you're going to have a kind of a lair. You're
It's
going to
not, well,
imprison
no, I'm
victims
thinking
for
I'm going to have
sacrifice.
various places where
It's
I'm
a
going to hold
farm.
victims.
You're a cultist. Soon you will have followers.
They might get sacrificed too. That might be a good thing.
That's all part of being in a cult. It's kind of expected at some point.
Well, no, it's usually a mass suicide, isn't it? Where you tell loads of them to die. I'm only killing one an evening.
Yeah, mass suicide won't work. They want them.
It's not so much.
Every
It's
night.
really not. I'm trying
In the
not to be
life.
a coachman to myself either. So I'd be a very cheap coachman. That way, the bums can even get lifts. I'm actually thinking I could cleanse Paris
Wins.
of homelessness. Where are those
So
street urchins?
you have to kidnap 365 people a year now.
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I just stash them around places, go and meet them and say to the demon, there you go. They leave me in peace. And that's my life now. I've settled into it quite nice. It's brought me out of my shell, which is quite nice.
You did slide into
It
being the
was
villain pretty
like-
quick.
He wasn't really that into people, but now he's got a choice, hasn't he? He has to sort of socialize a little bit.
Yes, that's true. Let's socialize something. At least with the
So, it's kind of helped him.
And
Really.
then you're gonna find out there are no demons. It's all in his head.
Yes, that could be a plus.
Well, that would be up to the games master, wouldn't it? But yes, I'm thinking Savage will. Yeah. So how many people have asked him for a lift this evening?
I don't know, a couple maybe. It's late. Right.
Yeah, a couple. That's 2 days.
I'm not gonna give you any suggestions.
One day, some police investigators will open the trapdoor to your basement, and there are dozens and dozens of decomposing.
No, I'm not going to keep them all in the same place.
No, it was what Sylvia was saying. This is the demons are your imagination.
That would be silly keeping them all in the same place. No, I'm going to make sure these people are homeless and destitute and not be missed. So he's like picking victims up carefully, making sure they're disheveled and pissed, probably. And it'll be literally, all right, mate, can I have a lift? Yes, of course. Where are you going? Make some idle chit chat. And they can tell me where they're going to go. And I'll take them there, obviously, but then I will find somewhere else to dispatch them, hold them somewhere.
So are we going to hunt the cultists now?
Well, it depends if they found the prostitute body. I suppose someone could come up to you and say, there's a mysterious young lady that's just been dispatched.
They're taking the bodies to the other realm. They gone. There ain't no body.
No, that's true, isn't it? So they're not going to find the bodies. This is getting better by the minute.
The only problem is not to get caught when you are
Abducting people. Yes, well, the middle of the night's perfect for that, isn't it? So far, so good. And I think stashing them in somewhere in other places, like the sewers, and having them tied up in woods, just sort of even shallow graves. Plying these people with alcohol, digging a, I don't know, 3-foot hole, lobbing them in there. Fantastic.
Now you gotta do Motel Hell where you bury them up to their neck and you just cut their vocal cords out and you feed them.
That kind of thing to keep them from screaming, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I suppose they could be found by dog walkers. That's how most people are found. But oh well. Cross that bridge when we come to it. How did you get here?
There aren't as many dog walkers.
I was drunk.
The Belle Époque.
Well, you are assuming that you'll be successful all 365 times of the year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, there's a difficulty there.
If someone punches you and runs away,
there's always that. There's always that. Someone could even kill me while in the abduction process. But I think being a crazy coach driver, undercutting prices as well, picking up strays and waifs. Dennis Nielsen got away with that for years,
Who?
Dennis Nielsen.
He's an English serial killer.
Yeah,
oh,
he was crazy.
I got a soft spot for serial killers.
Yeah, Dennis Nielsen's fascinating because he actually got bored in the end and was quite relieved to be caught, which is it's kind of I don't know surreal for the guy arresting him at the time. But Yeah, they didn't realise the half of it. He'd been doing it for over 20 years, and they were all destitute. They were all waifs and strays, living
I
rough
think we
and
got one. We got one in our area. They don't talk about, because every 3 months a blonde, the same woman, the same general description female disappears from down in the Portsmouth area, and then they find her like a month later in the river, and that's been going on for a couple of years.
America have, oh, I can't remember what it was, something like 5,000 serial killers active a year.
Yes, there's about 40 right now. Yeah,
Is that right? About
about 40.
5,000.
There's about 40 active serial killers in the United States at any one time. That's got a lot of bodies under the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was that guy who rang up. That's a really interesting conversation. Howard Stern. They rang his radio show.
He's a retard. I can't stand him.
No, but this phone conversation, mate, is unreal.
Oh,
And it's a guy who is an active serial killer who rang him up on his radio show to confess. And he couldn't believe, Howard Stern just couldn't believe his luck or his astonishment. And the conversation is just so strange. And you don't know if it's a hoax or if it's real. And they don't know if they've ever caught this guy or not. And it's just a really strange conversation.
Yeah, the ones they worry about are the ones they just say to stop, and they don't kill again for a while.
Yeah.
They just
And
get
then
away
it
with it.
It starts up again.
And you got to change your definition of a serial killer, because we have a lot of mass murderers, but because they're gang related, they're not factored in that. Like,
well,
I think
the
Iceman, a professional hitman that they were doing interviews with, his numbers were like ridiculous for the number of people he killed. But
yeah, I've seen the film of him. I can't remember who was in the film, but it was absolutely astonishing, really. But in a way,
it's a documentary. He was just talking about it, about how they were like, oh, they'll never find our bodies. We got chipper shredders and we own all the damn dumps. So they would whack somebody, dismember them, and throw them in a chipper shredder, and the chipper shredder would just go into a landfill, and the rats would eat everything. And so we did that hundreds of times.
What about pigs? Now I'm remembering that scene from Snatch.
Yeah,
where the guy is describing the way pigs dispose.
Yeah, there's a serial killer, female serial killer in the United States, in Minnesota. She was an immigrant, and she would court people and feed them to pigs, and she got away with it. She got away.
She did get away, but they have caught. I've seen an interview with someone very similar to that.
Yeah, this is like in the 19th century.
She even looks like a pig. This woman, she's huge. Oh, she's awful and repugnant. It's really strange because it was she'd taken a guy in who lived in a caravan, and it was only after he disappeared that his family got involved and said, well, we haven't heard from him, he's usually in touch. And it's like, oh, I haven't seen him, he went out for a packet of cigarettes and never came back to the ranch.
A packet de cigarettes.
Fed him to
We
the
got
pig.
derailed. We're derailed into your serial killer.
Yes.
Now, what are we going to do now that one of our players is a serial killer?
Yes.
That's going to mess with investigations.
Well,
can
anyway, this
tell my
case is
character-
solved, right?
Okay. Meanwhile, you were still having drinks.
Yes, we just got rid of the.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about this or not?
Yes,
Yes,
well, I think we should be careful
Let's
about
talk about this.
Tovash. Well, we don't even know if what he's telling really happened, or it's just his imagination.
Yeah, I can relay that he actually did try to.
Oh, you went after him. Yes, you went after him.
I can relay that he tried to break into the place and then left with his coachman, but I couldn't follow the coachman because I'm not a runner.
So yes, we need to be careful. Or he's crazy, or he actually has a pact with demons, which is also a little bit crazy.
Demon pimp.
don't forget he's offered to do your dirty work as well.
So you tell
Well,
us that
I was
is like
convicted to death by killing my parents. I don't need someone to do my dirty work. I do
So-
it myself. I'm a woman. When I want to kill someone, it's personal.
so
I will
Edgar
do it
Allan
myself.
Edgar Allan
Technically,
Joe
people-
saw the trade, saw the trade with the demon.
No,
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think I would have because he rode off on the coach,
Ah, okay.
and there's no way I could have pursued. So,
So
but
we
I
still
am going
don't
to
know.
get. I need to get me a little pirate glass to carry around my jacket.
Mhm.
That way, I can pull the little spy glass out and a magnifying glass because we're investigators now.
Well, I think the pyramid is concluded. We were successful, gentlemen.
Yes, well, probably if the demons eventually get Vash, that'll be the end of it anyway,
Well,
right?
yes, I think so. If the pyramid was basically conjuring a demon, then it will go away in the end. The demon did not contact you, Amelie, Edgar Allan. I have protected myself with rituals, so actually it leaves Monsieur Sauvage. But maybe the pyramid, when it was melted, maybe it dispels the spell. This is not an exact science, of course.
Or a
I
science.
guess I'll be doing research on the destruction of a conduit or a key, if that is the end of it. So I'll start doing that research between.
But anyway, Mr. Sauvage was Monsieur Sauvage was perfectly fine. So if something had happened, he would not have been here with us at dinner. So nothing happened. On to the next mystery.
Yeah,
So do a research roll.
research.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had
He was looking for.
Yes.
6 + 8, 14.
Well, you don't find anything conclusive, but some of the authors believe that that kind of artifact might not be enough to destroy it. In some cases, when the door is open, whatever came from the other side will still have access. In some other cases, it's the object itself that opens the door or whatever you can call it, the portal. But it's not it's not easy to predict that. It depends on the object. Of course,
So they could only be here because he's still alive, or once he's dead, they just find someone else to latch onto randomly.
well, that is even worse because you have to try it.
And if you kill him, the demons may latch to you.
Yeah.
There's that possibility, yes.
Thanks, Joe.
Let's do a seance. We're in the 19th century, late 19th century. That's the best investigative route to do a seance. All good investigators do it. Let's do a seance.
Okay.
When you say let's, it's who are you including in that?
Então, Mr. Joe, Mademoiselle Manier, I think Sauvage is out in his killing spree, so it will be Aziz. I will invite Aziz. We'll do it at their office, and Aziz will be part
The
of the
boy.
podcast.
I don't think if it's appropriate for him.
Not that young.
Besides, he's
How-
not even baptized.
How old is he?
14
14.
or
He's already
13
a
maybe.
It's an adult.
Yes, but he
He's
hasn't been
already an adult.
baptized, I think, so probably it's
Yeah.
not a good idea. The spirit may possess him.
No, the spirit will possess me. That's the point.
Oh, so it's not a seance. You mean one of your voodoo, one of your little rituals?
No,
Not a
still
civilized seance.
like the medium is also possessed by the spirit. That's the idea. Let's go to the seance.
Okay, next day, next night. Um,
Very late 19th century style with a table, candles.
okay, so late that night, you do a seance at the hotel. And what ritual are you going to do?
Necromancers can once per day
Oh, okay.
communicate and ask a question
Right.
to the spirits, and I stress spirits, as in not demons, spirits.
Yes. Okay. Let me check that. Do you need to do something or just?
Not sure it's there. It's in the archetype, so I can also find it. It's in the base book,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It is.
It's the spirit can lie, but doesn't mean that it will be true.
Okay, that's a 25%. The answer will be correct. Okay. Right. Right. Then, okay. So you contact the spirit.
No, first we join our hands. Let's put on a show. That's
In your hands, and you contact the other side,
and then I start speaking with different voice.
and you feel a presence entering you, but not in a physical way.
I'll switch my accent and my manner of speaking to whatever the spirit is, like let him possess me, and I will ask, did the pyramid, did the demons disappear with the pyramid?
The spirit says, yes, they're gone. They're gone from here.
So I'm saying this with that voice.
They're not-
Amelia Edgar Kenya.
They're not here anymore.
And then I came out of trance. I'm sweating.
I'm thinking the spirits out of character, of course, are a bit like using ChatGPT.
Yes.
That's true.
Chat GPT, spirit underworld.
Well, that was it.
Wasn't very impressive.
Just one question, yes.
It's exactly like a normal
I
say.
know I do that, right? I decided my character does, but they're not real, of course.
Yeah,
but I do.
yeah, but the difference is in this case there was really a spirit there. That's why it's not impressive because it's real.
That's what he says. I don't believe it's. I think it's a very. It's not a good enough factor.
So it's much worse than the normal seance. They usually ask more questions and all that. And
Yes, I just asked what
Yes,
there are
happened.
knocks
exactly.
and ectoplasm everywhere and all that.
Yes, it was.
Very,
It
very
was.
disappointing.
As a show, it was very disappointing. But there was an answer. But it was also false. So
Yes.
it's basically
So we don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Yes. So case is closed.
Case closed.
in the
Very
meantime.
good.
It's unavailable in the
Monsieur
evenings.
Sauvage picks up
Why
another.
why didn't Mr. Savage come as well?
Well, it's night, you know, he's busy.
Busy.
He
I'm
works
wondering
nights
how-
driving a carriage.
I'm interested to see how Mr. Lazarus Fontaine reacts to the disappearance of Julian Savage. And I think he would get in contact with the last place that he was seen, which was probably with you guys.
Okay, well, do you want to leave him and pick up another character and let him
Yeah,
be just
absolutely.
a
I'm
killer?
really interested to see how what they can, because technically now it's Savage. It's
It would be
having,
difficult, yeah, to play him as a
how's
character.
he going to do his get back to university and do his studies? He's going to have to neglect his studies because he's looking for these victims to
He's
appease
a
the demon.
serial killer pimp for
Well, he
Jesus.
just needs to pick up a hooker every night.
Can just vary and pick
And
up
I'm
more.
thinking the professor might even know the hooker that could have disappeared as well.
Yes, he was supposed to be his girlfriend, right?
That was, yes, but if no one's seen her around for a couple of days,
Wasn't she Julian's
she was
girlfriend?
Julian's girlfriend, but she was a hooker, and I'm thinking Professor Lazarus would probably know her.
Okay, so do you guys have any plans?
No,
Or else
No, no,
I'll just go a couple of
we
days
successfully completed
the mission. Yeah.
the mission. Yes, we
Curious
got
if
rid.
someone paid us. We never got paid for that job. We gotta re-examine this
Mhm.
business plan.
that's why I suggested we would sell it to Wellington.
That's true.
But you never listen because I'm just a stupid woman for you.
Just a woman.
Stupid woman. Well. So what's your name now?
Professor Lazarus Fontaine.
Okay, Fontaine. Yeah. Okay, so Fontaine, Monsieur Fontaine. Uh, you haven't heard from your student friend Sauvage for some days, 4 days, I think. Probably.
Yeah, I'm guessing he was out of town, but I'm presuming he's come back. Called on the prostitute who's no longer there.
Yeah, so you try to contact her.
Was
as
he also a
well.
customer?
He was also a customer,
Okay.
so he's like lost his
You are strange
lady
people.
friend.
You're friends, right? Probably.
In academics.
And he's
Dirty, dirty people. I hate
he's
them.
what level are we? 4 or 5? Third. So he's a level 3 magician, who's basically he was Savage's tutor. And he's
They share the hooker.
quite a fat,
And who knows what else?
quite a fat gentleman, but jolly enough, fairly rich, but not, teacher's salary and all that. But there's some discrepancies with his teachings. Some of the students have put in complaints and things about him over the years.
He's teaching them about gender.
His reputation sort of precedes itself and has protected him from any unruly what's the word? Discrepancies. and he's he's got a reputation on campus as being this sort of sleaze bag. But he gets away with it because he's minted. He can just buy his troubles away. He's in with the judges and he's in with the, he's quite acclaimed in his studies and knows his onions. And with a wink and a nudge, probably connected with masonry a little bit as well, and has probably managed to get some of those guys off with certain other discrepancies. It's all favors for favors. He operates that. He's a bit of a gangster type. So he's in with like the criminal sort of fraternity, but he knows about occultism and magic, but isn't a practitioner or hasn't made anyone aware that he's a practitioner in the occult. But
So
he's
did you
he's
do the
concerned
character?
about that.
Did you do a character sheet or just
I've just written him
the
up. I've
concept?
literally
Okay.
written him out just this second. While you
Okay,
guys,
so you can do that later.
yeah,
Right.
I can
So
add skills in.
you don't have to do a roll right now. Just
I've got his stats and everything, and I've just got a little bit of background.
okay. So you try to find some information about Sauvage, and you
Oh,
list
yeah.
in the. You don't know where he is. You know that he has been around. He has been moving around a lot, and you're staying at the hotel, right? What is it? Okay, so he's staying
Yes.
at the hotel. So they tell you at the hotel that he was that he has been meeting several times two other guests at the hotel. So if you want to talk to the guests, they can call them. Please.
Yeah, that would make a that'll probably be where he starts trying at the hotel, I guess.
Okay. So Aziz tells you, Amelie or Edgar or both,
That we have a visitor.
yes, they called him. So the people at the hotel concierge told him that someone wants to meet a professor. Professor, I don't remember his name.
Lazarus.
Lazarus. Yeah,
Lazarus Fontaine.
Professor Lazarus Fontaine. I don't know. You probably never heard about him, unless Sauvage mentioned him. I don't think he did.
No. Okay, so let's meet him. He's probably a customer.
Yeah. That would be the assumption.
Would they be advertised as investigators by now? Do you have your
Yes.
names in? Where are you advertising?
Well, I don't think we are exactly advertising. It's just
Word of mouth.
word of mouth thing.
Right.
We're cult investigators, which is not something.
Exactly.
Well,
You don't want to attract the crazies.
No, of
you
course
can
not.
advertise it, but yeah, probably if you have to advertise it, people will think that it's the same as a medium or something.
Yes, exactly.
Silly stuff. Okay, so you go down and you see the guy there. You can
Yeah, he
describe him if
dresses
you want.
quite loudly. You wouldn't miss him.
Yeah, he's a fat guy. So
Quite a big guy, and he looks a bit like oh God, I was thinking of Uncle Monty from With All Night, Richard Griffiths. He's a little bit like that, a bit of a beard, fat bloke, glasses, larger than life kind of character, a little bit eccentric. Probably smokes cigarettes through a holder and drinks fine wine.
the concierge tells you, "Oh, Monsieur Fontaine, this is Mademoiselle Manier and the American Mr. Joe."
Hello, Professor Fontaine. Enchanté.
Good evening, good evening. He talks in quite a posh British accent.
Oh, he's British?
Yes, he's very British indeed. Yes, eccentric millionaire type. Quite flamboyant.
You mean a fop?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Good evening, good evening. Almost a bit like who's the fellow with the big beard from Flash Gordon? Along those sort of lines, bright, blessed sort of voice. Good evening. Can I offer you anything? Especially you, madam.
Well, you come to visit us, right?
Oh, yes, silly me, I forgot. Yes, yes, you will. I've come to find my protege. You may have come across him on your travels. He talked of coming here, and he was meant to get in contact with me, and I had a message left that apparently found some trouble involving. I don't know. He mentioned all sorts of
Who is
strange
his
things.
name?
Oh, the young man's name. Yes, let me think. Short ass fellow, quite bright. Bit unsure of himself, bless him. But he was a fine student, and as well. I mean, he was quite well off, you see. And I'm
Well,
What you're looking for?
all fun.
is your protege that you care so much about and you don't know his name, mister?
Duke Savage, of course. Sorry, I have a great many proteges. There are so many. I run
How
quite
that
a
works.
prestigious school, and they're all important to me, my students. And when one hasn't returned for 4 days, one gets worried. Uh, yeah, I think it's been about 4 days. Savage, his name, yes. Whereabouts, please, if you can locate him.
I don't know. He was staying at a hotel. Did he
Oh,
left?
yes, they said he was here and he had some meetings and he's disappeared. He owes me bloody money. That's the main reason. I suppose I don't know. A finder's fee, possibly. But I'm looking through my notes here, and it states that he was interested in his furthering his studies. Is all I've got.
Well, you're his tutor, right? So I guess you know what he would be interested in. I'm thinking this guy is very strange.
I'm,
And I'm thinking if this has to do with the demons.
I don't know if he'd know about the thing. Well, you
No,
see,
no, I'm telling this out of character. I'm
oh
thinking you're
right,
very strange and uh, you probably were sent out by the demons. So we stopped seeing Savage. This is a question to the game master. He just disappeared.
Yeah, for the last 2 or 3 days we haven't seen.
oh, can you aid me in my
Well, I can
investigation?
tell him that. Well, we don't know. We haven't seen him for 2 days.
Oh yeah, I start drinking and go, yeah, he had dinner with us and he said he was abducting people to give to demons so he could not be dragged off into the nether realms, and we've not seen him again.
What? I heard he was furthering his studies, but this is preposterous. He's abducting people. You know this for sure.
That's
That's
what
what
he
he said
said.
he was doing. Yeah. And then he seemed a little off. He had a bad encounter with yeah, he was not in the right state of mind, and we figured he just wandered off. We
Mhm.
did some follow-up, and it said that the demons weren't around anymore, so we figured it was solved itself.
Well, except Savage is missing.
What do you
He's
mean?
only missing if you knew he was around.
Oh, where is he?
I don't know.
And you haven't bothered to look. You don't care
Of
about
course not. He's a grown up. I'm not his tutor or his mentor.
it.
Yeah, we
No.
thought it might be best to not associate with him
Someone that is
after he said he was
kidnapping
in
people
league
to
with
give
demons.
exactly to give it to demons.
Yeah, he said he was in league with demons, and we thought, okay.
Let him
Did he
go
actually come out
and do
and
his own
say
thing.
he announced this over dinner in the hotel?
No, at a restaurant.
Oh, this is preposterous. I'm not sure whether to believe you or not. But surely, he well, he and I share an acquaintance in a young lady, and she's not been seen for, well, about the same amount of time you say he's disappeared.
Well, maybe they both got off together.
I did wonder if I wouldn't find the pair of them uh, together, but it seems that nobody has seen her, and there was no signs of her leaving, if you get my meaning. Very strange.
Doesn't that
Very
happen a lot with
strange.
prostitutes?
Sorry?
Doesn't that happen a lot with, I mean, he called a prostitute his girlfriend, so I kind of just shrugged that off anyway. You were
She's a,
sharing his
she's a,
girlfriend, the prostitute.
no, not at all. She's an acquaintance.
Okay.
I don't know where you get your ideas, young man. They're quite frightful. Are you an American? That would explain some of it, I suppose. He offers you a cigarette and says, "Look, I can. If you want to join me in locating Savage, I'm quite happy to pay you for your services."
Well, we are not really a missing person service. I guess if he's missing, best thing you do is should go to the police. Especially if he's kidnapping people to offer them to demons.
I'd rather not involve the police. That's why I came to you. I was hoping we could. Yes. I won't mention that, but no, I've had let's say bother with the law. I keep them at arm's length, and I'm not their favourite person either. Going to the police is not an option for me, I'm afraid, not in my current situation. I mix in some very strange, salubrious circles, I suppose you could say.
You're a pervert.
I'm sorry,
What you're basically saying is that you're a pervert, right?
not at all, not at all. I'm on the edge of
A deviant.
something. I suppose, yes, one could associate that term with me, but it's something
I'm appearing to make a call, to make a visit.
it doesn't. It's not something that would apply to my turn of
Drink,
turn
drink.
of profession.
So where are you? Where are you having this conversation?
In our private office at the hotel.
So Aziz opens the door and tells you that
Ah, Aziz, young boy, tell your masters.
the bosses are having a meeting with a professor.
Ah, don't worry, I don't mind. I tap him on the back.
Okay, so
Throw him a coin.
you were talking to
And,
the professor, and meanwhile, Sammy
and I enter
Yes.
gets inside.
Ah, Monsieur Edgar, Mademoiselle Amélie, ça va?
Hello. So let me introduce you, Professor Lazarus. He apparently is Julian's tutor.
Yes, let me introduce myself, sir. I'm looking for my
Wait,
protege.
wait. Julian's tutor, you mean teacher, professor?
Yes.
Very well.
I air quote mentor and wink.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mentor.
They share the prostitute as well.
Yes, and they share the hooker.
I fear your student has lost his soul, Monsieur. You have to update your name, Monsieur. What is your name?
Lazarus.
Fontaine.
Monsieur Lazarus. You are British.
Yes, sir. Very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, your student, his soul is lost.
Its soul is lost.
He made a
I
pact
feared
with
that.
demons.
I did fear that. And
Or at least he believes that he might.
And if I
So-
can't bring him home, I've come to put him out of his misery, so to speak. After obtaining the funds.
Yes, well, we're not killers. Also, let's.
Exactly.
I don't intend to kill the boy.
You just had to want to put him out of his misery.
That's literally what you said you wanted
You're to put him down like the
I would
dog.
advise you against doing anything too brutal against Sauvage, unless you want the demons that apparently are after him to lead to get attached to you.
Professor. Sauvage is gone. You don't need to worry about him anymore. He's
I'm
an
pretty
ex-character. He ceased to be.
Don't you have someone else that you can mentor and a nice, beautiful, fresh hooker?
I don't have access to the funds that.
We are in Paris, the city of lights. Beautiful women are all around, Monsieur Lazarus.
There was other arrangements with me and young Savage. He was.
He was also. Well,
we don't judge, but
they're also
I-
very common in the City of Lights.
I think
There are a lot of young men looking
I-
for
now-
a
now
mentor.
I understand
Misunderstand
why
me.
you came to you came to live
I think you
in
misunderstand
Paris,
me.
Monsieur.
The arrangement was purely.
Are gay people criminalized in France in this period? Because
Probably.
in England,
in England,
they can be arrested.
I can hardly say to
Let me
his
check that.
family, alas,
They can be
poor
arrested
Savage
for
has lost himself to demons now, can I? They are
but in France, what is the law in France?
they are strict, very strict Christian.
Anyway,
They have
French Revolution
Savage.
decriminalized sodomy in 1791. Yeah, I was expecting this kind of thing.
The revolution.
Fucking French people.
So, Mr. What is your name again? You still have so much.
Lazarus.
Mr. Lazarus, I understand why you came here to Paris. Don't worry, we will. No
We are modern
judgments here.
people here.
Yes. I
So
understand
what you're
what.
saying is, if I bring Savage home to cleanse his soul, you're saying that can't.
But unfortunately, and I say this with a heavy heart, I think your lover is lost, Mr. Lazarus.
It's purely financial, dear boy.
The specifics of your arrangement are your private business, Mr. Lazarus. But I think I think you should.
think you've misunderstood the situation.
Again, don't need to be embarrassed.
His
It's all natural. It's part of the spirits around
family
it.
you see, it was a strange relationship with him and his family. But
Baron Samedi, Maman Brigitte, they all have varied taste. There is no problem here, Mr. Lazarus.
without Savage, there's no fee from his mother. You see.
Well, but how does this?
He's now I'm a little bit shocked. His mother.
Wait, but Julian told me that he was a bit how is the words? And
Mary.
no, he was separated from his parents. What was
He was
Estranged.
estranged. I'm gonna say estranged from his parents. So probably they don't know. Who told it? Nobody said he's missing.
The college knew he was missing. He hasn't been. He tried to contact me.
Well, isn't there a way to make the college believe he's still there?
Yes, that's part of the reason I don't want to involve the police. You see, it's
You just find some silly boy. Well, Aziz can go to some classes if you want. You always wanted to go to college. Don't you want to go to college, Aziz?
Yes, madam. Of course I will. What is that?
Aziz, what do you know of occult law?
Sorry?
What does Aziz know about occult law?
I think he knows anything, probably.
He's a boy from Morocco. We know something.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
from Avalidad.
Yes, he knows.
How old are you?
He knows
Aziz?
a lot, but not really that kind of thing. 13. 14.
Yes. Do you
But he looks older.
how do you
He speaks French and Arabic.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's very impressive.
Not
He's
really.
from,
He's from
it's
there.
He's from Morocco. It's like it's what he speaks.
What's his English like?
No, there's no English at all.
It's very
There is no
impressive. It's very impressive that you speak English, Mr. Lazarus.
I'm afraid no, it's not going to work, is it? I can't palm off. Oh, dearie me, what am I to do? What a predicament!
Well, find a white boy then.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to find Savage, and if you won't help me,
Savage is lost.
He
Mr.
lost
Lazarus.
himself. Yes.
I know he's
He's
lost.
lost. He's lost. I know it is
So my
difficult.
friends.
I know it is difficult. I too have known the pain of the loss of a lover. So I know it is difficult, but you have to let him go.
The arrangement isn't like that, sir, at all. It's purely financial. She's quite a fine filly and not a lady you trust. And I am not about to return back to my place of study. And tell me, did one of the demons look like this? And he showed you a sketch of something that he's been noodling on, and he shows you.
Does it look like one of the demons that I saw? They didn't see, right? You didn't see any of the demons.
No.
He shows this picture around, and it looks.
Is it one of them, Mr. Game Master?
Yeah, that's what I was.
I don't think so. How could he be one of them?
That is a disturbing drawing. But no, it's nothing like that.
Well, we studied this, you see. This is a strange.
You studied demons.
He was a protege of mine. We've been investigating matters of the occult in many places. He was quite fond of travel, though. Have you seen his coachman at all? He had his own modes of transport. He's not very sociable.
Oh, really? I thought he took a cab.
That was his own carriage. Where is that gone? His mother's asked after that as well.
Well, we don't
She's
know.
got
We're not.
struggles, you know.
We are not Mr. Savage keepers, Mr. Lazarus. His mother is not paying us to take care of him. So really,
You can't be any further help to me then. He said he was coming here, and that was the last I heard.
I can assure you that we have done nothing suspicious to your.
What is it you actually do?
Who?
Why was he so interested in coming? All he meant,
well, I don't know if he was interested in coming. We didn't have that type of arrangement.
well, how
Ooh,
did he?
that was a subtle word
Yes.
play.
How did he meet up with you?
Well, we're
Well,
all engaged in the same affair.
Yes,
That's what brought the
yes.
demons on.
And you're saying it doesn't look like this. And he shows you the drawing that he's made.
No, also not like that.
I don't know if you can see that because my
I
screen.
can't see it also.
Possible.
It's not a very good drawing either. He's not the best drawer, but he's doing his best to sort of sketch around, making and these things look like hideous fucking shapes. And it's more of a fucking blobby type thing rather than an actual figure as such. But it's sort of figures within figures, if that makes sense.
So that doesn't really look like an apostle of pain.
Mr. Lazarus, I know, I understand you are in pain. Maybe a drink?
I have.
Somewhere else.
I do like a drink, sir. Yes, but
So
my priority.
let's raise our glasses
I'm afraid
to Mr. Sauvage,
I'm gonna have to bring him in.
a colleague to some, a lover to others. He will be missed.
I've got to find him. I'm afraid I can't return.
You know, we only knew that guy for a week, right?
Yes. Our relationship was not as intense as yours, Mr. Lazarus.
And when dealing with the occult, we find some people aren't up to the task and lose their way. Seems that Savage was just not up to weather the storm of dealing with the supernatural.
Well,
So
perhaps
did we tell him the thing that happened with the pyramid and the demons and all that?
No, we're not.
No, we're not going to tell him that.
Just checking if you guys decided to tell him that.
I'm just wondering what knowledge he would have of that.
Now a question for you, Joe. Did your ex-character write something about this?
Well, yes, he was keeping meticulous notes.
Okay, so perhaps your current character can find that.
Right. How would I go about that? Is there yes? Can we at least search his rooms here?
I think that could be arranged, right? If you guys say something, probably the hotel manager.
I don't even know if he left his room.
The people at the hotel haven't seen him for the last 2 days. Well, since he went to dinner with you, I think he hasn't come back.
So yeah, we can get you the key to his room. We can ask.
I'll slip a note to the concierge and explain that it is
He doesn't mind. So if he's missing, he won't be able to pay the bill.
And it's a delicate situation.
So they give you the key. You can't go to his room.
Right. I'm going to search the room and see if I can find anything. And I've just rolled a 6. Probably crap, even with a load of bonuses. So no, I don't find anything.
Unless if it was hidden, no. Unless it was not.
Are you looking for that notebook on that table there, Monsieur?
Ah, yes. It's the one that says notes on it. Spotted. Oh, you know, my eyes aren't as sharp as they used to be. Right, let's have. Oh my lord, look at this. There's all sorts of. It talks of a box of. Oh, I'm flicking through. There's stories of mad monks.
I'm whispering to the other two guys, to the other two. This professor is very strange, don't you think?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
don't
it's
think
really a
the bar.
professor.
Yeah, you guys can go with him. I'm staying in the room at the bar.
Okay, you just
Maybe I'll fill bananas.
this
I
this
would-
person
I
this
think he's a
person is very
cultist.
strange.
He's a,
Yes.
he's a cultist.
All this East conversation is very weird. I think he has an ulterior motive.
There's this thing here about a monk was raped. Oh, good lord. Oh, I say.
Don't get
Oh.
excited, Professor. There's a
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, that's not something to be happy about. What the heck?
Who's Wellington? His name's mentioned a lot in these. They're not even notes. It's more like he's written full. Ritual goes awry. Oh, there's talks of sodomy. Deary me.
I don't
Yes,
think
that's
that would surprise you.
that seems to be a theme here now.
Judging
It's
by
actually it's actually
what
but I'm in solidarity with you, Mr. Lazarus. I think it's preposterous the way the English law goes after people such as yourself.
whatever are you implying, my good man? I am strict, strictly.
I'm not implying. I'm stating my solidarity.
Strictly into the female form, my good man. I'm just reading this.
Psychoanalysis hasn't been invented yet, right?
Other.
Not
No.
yet. No.
If not, I would whisper to Emily.
What is
Classic
pyramid of pain?
classic overcompensation.
The pyramid of pain. Talks about hiring a metal worker to make 6 copies. That's
Good luck finding them.
Yes, yes. Well, I don't know. I don't know what Sauvage was involved with. We barely knew him, so
He was a strange person.
yes,
Very enthusiastic about the occult. Too enthusiastic about the occult, I would say.
yes. That was what got him lost.
Got him down, yes.
In the end,
So
I
Virgil
always
wasn't
warned
here
you
since the
that
beginning, right?
curiosity would damn his soul eventually.
He was the second character, right?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
yes,
Remember-
yes.
I can't remember the first one.
The first
As
one was the pirates. No, it was not. It was the soldier.
Pirate.
Because in the end, when he come,
Yes.
he was the soldier.
Yes, I remember.
It says there will be revelations.
that's a different game. It's a different campaign. There will be revelations. It's on Sunday.
Is that also? Hang on a sec. I'm looking at the wrong notes.
Artificial intelligence. Now that
Oh, fantastic. There was nothing technological
You know,
about it at all.
Connected, it's the Wretched verse. You're looking to the future.
Yes.
maybe Savage was having visions of the future.
Yes, maybe. Okay, it's a far future, almost.
Well, a future life in which he is
Immediate.
immediate. Yes.
No, it was already the next character. It was not that one. It's already the next one. Trukukan.
Oh, well, it's really not his notes though. That is. Are we? Because let's talk to does the name Camembert mean anything to you?
I think
Did you
that's a
say-
cheese. But
did
I
you
think
say
there was a
did you say-
camembert. See, yes,
Did you say Camembert? Who was Camembert?
a cheese. No, I'm joking. There was a camembert in. I think it was the guy that the owner of the pyramid, maybe.
Ah, no, because it was the guy it was the craftsman that we hired, but his name was
Yes,
not
the craftsman.
Camembert.
Yes.
It was
Ah,
something else.
right. So I am looking at the right notes. There's talks of a seance, and there's talks of sodomy, and there's talks. Well, I'm reading this, and I am very, very.
Horny?
No, I'm actually very worried.
Excited?
No, scared, frightened to some extent.
So, like maybe you can take
Yes.
our advice and forget about the whole thing and just let
Yes,
it be.
yes. Can I borrow that notebook just for a second?
Yes, you can. And he passes it.
Thank you.
Set it
I
on fire.
will. I look around to see where there is
A
a
fire.
lighter or a salamander, and throw it inside.
Not lit at the moment. This is the guy's room. So
Yeah, an empty
he
room.
hasn't been.
No. I take it outside to the corridor and
Okay.
a fireplace or a salamander, and I throw it inside. There.
Wellington's a person of interest. Maybe I should meet.
No, really.
You don't advise that.
No.
That is human excrement.
And the dangerous man.
His name is mentioned a lot in that book that you've just seen to have torn out of my hands rather sharpishly.
Well, I did. I asked for it politely, and then I threw it into the fire.
Does he notice that he's? I'm just going to roll to see if I notice you destroying the notebook, and I really don't. There are some things that I fear for Savage's safety. You must help me locate him, or are you not going to? Am I on my own in this?
Yep.
Oh.
Give him as lost.
It was not the answer that he was expecting.
No, I thought you were going to join Lazarus in helping find Savage, but if you've got no interest in it, I can't force you to have an interest in it.
He's feeding people. He's feeding people to demons. So we don't want anything to do with him, or else he would feed. He will sacrifice us to the demons.
He's only a boy. I mean, God, there's 4 of us, for Christ's sake.
Well, there's no excuse for giving people to demons.
It's like the 15-year-old who murdered 7 people and is wearing their bodies as a body.
I'm worried. I'm worried for his parents.
Well, you're not worried for his parents. You just said you are worried that you're going to stop getting your money. So just find yourself a new Savage, someone to pretend it's him at his college. I think most teachers would not notice. Pay him a little something to the teacher, so he will not notice.
I can't possibly do that. I'm going to have to locate him.
Well, good luck. Give him a pat in the back.
And with that, Professor Lazarus Fontaine is probably going to try and find Savage. That'd be an interesting fight. But technically, I'm on my own looking for myself. Excellent.
Yeah.
That's
You're
cool.
looking
I'll cope with that.
yourself. Is that a metaphysical epiphany or something?
I think it could be. I don't know. But
Maybe Savage and Lazarus are the same person.
that's interesting. But I don't see how that would work because he's like overweight and he's
Kind of
person.
a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. There are
Yes.
physical changes.
Or Savage is
just-
possessing Lazarus, or vice versa.
I mean, have you seen Fight Club? I mean,
Yes. Well, but they were both skinny, so
But well, I'm gonna have to locate him, and if you're too afraid, then I'm pretty sure my magic and abilities will not cleanse the boy, but will at least bring him home.
oh, you know magic, Mr. Sauvage.
I have
Mr.
studied
Lazarus.
extensively in the arts. Yes, I have seen many things in my years, shall I say. He's very conscious about his age. He gets very freaked out over his age and he doesn't like to admit how old he is. And he's very reluctant about revealing his actual age. Many people think he's old. Nobody's too sure what his age is, other than the staff at the college, but they know it's a touchy subject. And I dare say Savage's mother knows. That's also a
There's
The
something
teacher is
weird
having an
going on.
affair.
It's the mother, the son.
These
I
are
hope
the
not.
dirty
I
secrets.
hope not
That's
at the
not
same
revealing
time.
dirty
Not at the
secrets.
same time. That's
And
But
the
he has got
girlfriends.
he has got a few dirty secrets. Those are his drawbacks, you see. And
they
they're
they
very well
have they have
explained.
they have trios with with now an
It's a
ex-girlfriend.
happy family.
It's possible you could be talking to Savage's father. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's out of character.
Okay, now it's getting now it's getting now it's getting to no. that I don't condone.
You just played the next card at me.
That I don't condone.
But he hasn't done anything to Savage. He was getting money for tutoring Savage. It's purely financial.
tutoring.
Yeah.
Just
Tutoring. No wonder he could take that demon so easily.
yes, that's why he and the demon got along so well. The guy's psychic.
This guy Lazarus is
So
a little bit like,
tell me where your professor touched you.
do you know the age of when do you know the legend of Boleskine House, the stories behind that, and Alistair Crowley? Because
Oh,
that's
if you're gonna
about
mention Aleister
the-
Crowley,
that's
then
about the age.
it's gonna
It's
not
about
gonna make it
that age.
better, right?
When he was, so if you can imagine the professor has probably tried to do the Abramelin and probably got bored halfway through.
But if you're saying the professor is like Aleister Crowley, you're just making it
It's all
worse.
true. This is all true after all.
It was all allegedly, though, wasn't it, with Alistair Crowley? He never actually admitted to anything. He was quite a character. But yeah, he's got that sort of
Mr. Lazarus. It takes a lot to him to shock me, but you have shocked me, sir.
I have studied the well, some of my friends. You may know the organisations. There are many, and I've been a well. Savage's mother was involved.
Shall we call the police? No, I ask Emily.
No, let's get rid of him.
When you
Too
say
bad we
like
don't have a piece. Don't we have a piece of the pyramid left? Give it to him.
no, it's all in the ocean now.
Oh,
Does he know you destroyed the Pyramid of Pain?
No, he doesn't know about the pyramid, right?
Yes,
Well,
it was written in the notes. He
well, if
didn't
it's
know
not in the
about
notes
it.
that you destroyed it, then it's not there.
He mentioned the Pyramid of Pain, and that's sort of in the notes of Savage.
And then we destroyed the notes. We don't know what you're
Then
talking
you
Yes,
about.
we already
Crazy
destroyed the
man.
notes. What notes?
What notes? Do you even know why you're here?
I'm here for Savage,
Well, Savage isn't here.
and I'm
That,
here
that
for his mother.
Well, I mean, if you want to go find his mom, I mean, that's up to you.
I can't find. Well, his mother is. I well, I I I can't exactly say where his mother is.
Yes, we don't also are not really interested.
I fear she may be lost as well, but that's a whole different story. And one of those.
Well, if she's lost, she's not going to give you money anyway, so
this
Well,
is
you
she
don't
was.
really have to be
Well,
worried.
the
this
money was for Sabat. That's. I have his welfare at heart. You see,
Yeah, sure.
of course I do.
this has been the most sordid set of relation that I've heard recently, Mr. Lazarus.
I think a lot of
Yeah,
it is how
your
Well,
own
he's
child.
British after all.
Um,
I
Well,
have studied extensively some of the blackest of arts,
Okay, we get it.
and I think I could save Savage.
Well,
Or,
good.
You
Then
don't
go
save
save
people
him.
with the black arts.
or perhaps it would be kinder to let Savage seal his own fate. But innocent people have died at his hands. Am I right in thinking that?
Well, we don't know, right? Allegedly.
We don't know. Now we don't know anything.
And we are not the police, so.
Exactly.
I can't go to the police.
I understand.
I came to you for help. in
Well, you
bringing
came
him
to us to
home.
ask about Savage, and we already said that we don't know, that he got crazy and is in league with demons.
Right.
So, that's the full story.
Yeah, we're waiting for another occult investigation that will fall in our lap, and we're not a charity. So,
But isn't this
is there
an
anything
important?
else we can help you with today, sir?
No, you can go about your day, and I'm very interested in your work, I have to say, and I'm glad we had this conversation. I wish you well in your further investigations. But I shall investigate this one on my own, I guess. Are you not interested in any results? Should I find any?
I look at my pocket watch. Is it time for tea?
Where would Savage be at this time?
Well, I don't know. You were his tutor, father, lover, so you
Father.
probably knew him better than us.
Leave the man
Yeah,
be,
given
you
Lazarus
monster. I understood now why he was turned to demon. It is your fault. You have this grace, your son, your bloodline. You have condemned your bloodline.
There was no proof that he was actually my son. It was very hard to, there was a lot of people present that night.
I curse you, sir.
You're saying Savage could have been a milkshake baby.
It was a very interesting evening. I have it documented somewhere, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
And now he's a pornographer.
And we just wrote
Yes,
the birth certificate.
this is
All
going.
it said,
This is
Father-
going.
Birth certificates are not a 20th century invention.
no way. Really?
Yeah, they weren't required in America till well, I'm thinking marriage certificates. Marriage certificates were a 1920s thing in America. But birth certificates are
I'm pretty sure Britain has had birth certificates for a while, maybe.
marriage licenses. Yeah, we didn't need marriage licenses in 1921.
I think they would have been quite prevalent in British society.
To
But
prove who
You're
should be
you're
an
a
heir
classist.
of
Of course they
whom.
would.
that's
Well,
gonna
that's it. Good luck finding your son.
I
Have a
start
nice day.
pinning-
Possibly.
I start pinning a fictional account of Julian Savage's descent into madness as a fictional Penny Dreadful.
Now we understand. Yes, now
I'm
we
gonna
understand why he
publish
was
it.
the way he was.
I'm going to
Yes,
publish it under a
yes.
pseudonym for extra stuff.
Yes.
Same way with our investigations
Yes.
of the other cult. I'm going to start publishing them as fictional accounts.
right. So I'm
you get
looking.
rid of,
1839 is when birth certificates came in.
When?
1839 when?
I think that's what I'm looking at. Birth certificates. I think they might even go further back than that.
Well, at this time, probably church records.
You're right. It's church
Baptism.
records before then.
I think
Well,
there's
my
three
my
there.
my my birth certificate is much more recent than that, so I don't know.
Right. First birth certificates in the UK were issued in 1853. These certificates were handwritten and included basic information such as the child's name, sex, date, and place of birth, and the parents' names and occupations.
Yeah. Certificate birth certificates only began invented in the middle of the 19th century. I was off by like 50 years.
I guess maybe Julian Sauvage could have already had a birth certificate. He was young, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious to see Savage's birth certificate.
Registration
So
Act.
many
Hang
names
on,
on
it goes back further than that, actually. This is Introduction to Birth, Marriages, Deaths Register in England, 1st of April. Act of 1837 was intended and brought into register all births, marriage, and death records in the UK and Wales. So in the UK, it was 1837.
Mr. Lazarus, I think we should let this be for now. There is too much darkness there already.
The world is full of darkness, and that is why people like I continue to be fascinated by it. Such as myself and such as my protege. I am a lot older than I look, sir. I'm not about to disclose my age.
What is your
Well,
age, Dan, sir?
I feel like I've been around longer than it's humanly possible to be around, sir. Through my studies and, shall we say, ceremonies that I have been privy to certain.
Can I notice anything strange with him in terms of presence of death or something? Is he
I don't know.
death? Is he a creature? Is he death? Is he
No.
death? Is he an undead?
No, he's a
Does he
person.
have
No,
any?
he's not
I
undead.
believe so.
He's definitely not undead.
He's not undead.
Okay.
It's possible he could be possessed. Or he's certainly been around that sort of, in situations that possibly could have possessed him. So if you've got like a sense magic or thing, you're welcome to make an opposing roll against it, but he would try and block you.
I don't know. I just said, you do not smell of death, Monsieur
Depends.
Lazarus.
Have you showered lately or bathed? He might
Yes,
smell.
he's meticulously clean. Yeah,
Okay, so he doesn't smell like
he
that.
doesn't know. It's not a
You don't
stinking
smell of
smell.
that, Mr.
No, it's
Lazarus.
classic.
You are
He's
you
just
are
a
you are
mimic.
just a poser. A poser.
I think he's crazy.
Speaking about things that you do not know.
He knows.
Corrupting your own son with your crazy ideas. Your
He-
lust for power and things that you do not understand.
I think
You
he's
are
some understanding of he's definitely got a lot of knowledge, and he's certainly been around ceremonies. And the thing with the reason that they don't know when Julian was conceived is because there was a lot of people present that evening.
Okay.
And it was it will have been based around numerology and things like that. Possibly. But you would only know that if you were to get inside his head.
No, we don't want to get inside.
Jesus. We definitely don't want to get inside this.
Right. Okay.
Because he's got lots of dirty little
Let me interrupt you. It has been an interesting story, but now as a game master, I have to say I don't know what I'm going to do next. So let's talk about it.
That was already obvious 1 hour ago.
Yes, yes, of course. So yeah, I was expecting to let it go and to see what was going to happen next, but I don't know. This is getting stranger and stranger.
Well, I was hoping he was going to kill Savage, to be honest. That was
Oh,
the plan.
probably yes, probably. But okay, so I'll stop the recording and then we'll talk about that.
That's where I thought it was going. That's